Hello everyone, this is Pranay, and today we're gonna do our experiment number 4 in our compiler lab. And the experiment number 4 is a simulation of a macro processor. So as you can see here, so what work does a macro processor do is it takes a source code with a macro, as in some short forms or you know that is particular to a program. It goes to a macro processor and it expands the code so that a compiler or an assembler could understand that code. Okay, if you go through the definition of it, a macro instruction is a notational convenience for the program. It allows the program to write shorthand version, as in short forms or acronyms kind of thing, and the macro processor replaces each macro invocation with corresponding sequence of statements. So in our program, what is our program is, so let me take a text file. In this text file, I've written a C program code that is hash define pi 3.4 hash include stdio.h. This is the pi. So when it goes to a macro processor, what it does is it changes the pi value here to 3.14 into 3.14, and it will delete this line hash define pi 3.14. Okay, so what the output will be hash include stdio.h void main int a equal to 3.14 into 3.14. So there won't be any pi. So it's an expanded version of that code. Okay, so let us see how I made that macro processor. I use the Java programming language for this. So in Java, I wrote my C program in a text file. I've taken that file using file object and all those things, file reader, buffer reader, and added to a message. Okay, there's one more class named B class, in which there's a function named macroprocessor1. So there I'm passing this message, the whole C program. So it comes here. So when the message comes here, what happens is I just store that message into a temporary message string variable, and in that I initialize a message IP array, input array, where I'll be doing all my operations. So what I do is the message stem dot, I split it based on the white spaces, and it is stored in an array message input, and I have two variables, caret as in character and value. So what I'm doing is, first I split I go through the array using for loop, and whenever I find hash define, okay, for example I find hash define here. So what I do is, the next one, that is hash that message IP, this is message IP I, is I plus 1. So I take this I plus 1 into a character at variable, and this I plus 2, that is 3.14, at value. Okay, as you can see in the program. Okay, I stored it here, and I'm making this message IPI as a null kind of thing, as in there's no value in it, and I add this message I convert this array into a string array. Okay, so message plus space plus message IP, so I convert that whole array into a string array. Okay, so what I do is I trim the white spaces, the header and trailing white spaces, and after that I replace all character with value. So if wherever there is pi value, okay, or whatever value is there, it will be replaced with that particular pi's value, as in this case it was 3.14. okay, and it will print that expanded code. So shall we see how it works out? So let me go to my main program. I'll run it. One second. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is the main first code, as in with macro codes, the hash define pi 3.14 hashing to str order void main int a equal to pi star pi. So in the next, without the macro code, it starts with hash include str.h void main int a equal to 3.14 into 3.14. So by this we can say that a macro processor remove the macro codes and interpret it in such a way that a compiler or an assembler could understand this program. I hope you enjoyed this video and see you again. Thank you.